Viral headline. Adelaide coach slams unfair claims linking Walker's racism scandal to Wanganeen-Milera snub. Modified version, more than 50 paragraphs, speech-style delivery. Adelaide Crows coach Matthew Nicks has strongly condemned what he called an unfair and unhelpful media report linking the club's 2021 racism controversy to their current recruitment efforts, particularly around Indigenous star Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera. Speaking in a tense media conference ahead of Adelaide's Friday night showdown with Hawthorn, Nicks addressed fallout from a report by veteran journalist Caroline Wilson, which claimed Wanganeen-Milera was reluctant to join the Crows due to Taylor Walker's racist remark made in 2021. Nicks didn't hold back. "I didn't like the way it played out at all," he said. He paused, looked frustrated. "I think it was unfair to a lot of people. That's the reality of it." Walker, the former club captain, was handed a 6-game suspension and fined $20,000 after he made a racist remark about Indigenous SANFL player Robbie Young at an Adelaide match. The incident rocked the club, sparked national headlines, and led to widespread soul-searching. But Nicks was firm. "The club has worked hard since then. Taylor has done a lot of work. He's educated himself. He's grown." The coach says the former skipper has done more than just tick boxes. "He's probably done more than anyone else in the footy club. He's actually led a lot of the change." Nicks said he personally checked in with Walker when the story resurfaced this week. "I just made sure he knew that I'm proud of what he's done since. Because that moment in 2021 was unacceptable, no question. But what you do after that, that's where real character shows." The report by Wilson claimed Wanganeen-Milera, who is out of contract at the end of the season, had told those close to him that he had no interest in joining Adelaide because of Walker's past. But Wanganeen-Milera's management quickly shut the story down. They denied the claim outright. Wanganeen-Milera reportedly went so far as to phone Walker personally to say the incident wasn't a factor in his decision-making process. Nicks welcomed the denial. "I think the way the story spread was unfortunate. We've got a young man in Nasiah who's just trying to weigh up his footy future. We've got a guy in Taylor who's worked his backside off to make amends. Neither of them deserve that story being thrown out like that." The speculation around Wanganeen-Milera comes at a critical moment in the season. The Crows are flying high, third on the ladder, and preparing for a blockbuster against 6th-placed Hawthorn in Launceston. But instead of building excitement, the lead-up has been clouded by off-field controversy. Nicks didn't hide his frustration. "Look, I get it. We live in a world where speculation is part of the business. Player movement, off-field noise, rumors, it's all part of the pressure now. But when stories come out that are baseless, or unfair, it just creates division." Asked if he still believed Adelaide was in the race to sign Wanganeen-Milera, Nicks refused to take the bait. "We don't talk about players from other footy clubs," he said flatly. Still, the club's interest is no secret. Both Adelaide and Port Adelaide are circling the 22-year-old St Kilda halfback, hoping to lure him back to South Australia. Wanganeen-Milera, classy and composed off halfback, is one of the most exciting Indigenous talents in the game. His decision could significantly shift the balance of power in SA footy. But Nicks isn't focused on hypotheticals. His eyes are locked on Hawthorn. "They're in good nick, we're in good nick, it's going to be a big one," he said. "The last time the two sides met, it didn't go well for the Crows. They sorted us out. Their small forwards really got us. If they get the game on their terms again, they're nearly impossible to stop." Nicks confirmed that James Peatling would miss the clash due to suspension. That absence will test the Crows' depth, especially against a Hawks side that thrives on pressure and transition. But the bigger test for Adelaide right now may be mental. How do you push aside noise and speculation? How do you deal with a past that refuses to stay buried? For Nicks, it's about clarity, accountability, and keeping the group focused. "I think our whole footy club has improved since 2021. We've listened, we've learned, we've taken hard conversations head-on." He looked dead serious. "And we'll keep doing that, on and off the field." He didn't name names. He didn't attack the journalist. But the message was clear: some stories cut deep, and some should never have been published. As the Crows prepare for a vital test in Launceston, the club hopes its actions, not headlines, will define it going forward.